Hi guys, how are we doing? So, quick vlog just to say I'm off on my way to do the Ride London. I'm not going to get a lot of footage of the ride itself. I might occasionally whip the camera out, maybe at the start line if I get a chance. Maybe at a feed station at the end. Just to kind of let you know how I get on. A few people know that I'm going up and staying with a mate who's been really kind and putting me up. However, we have a really good kind of ride to get to the start. And then I think the finish is, I'm not sure, further away than the start. So I think we're going to be doing around about 140 to 150 miles tomorrow. Which, seeing as this year I just haven't got my ass in gear at all. I think I'm on 1,800 miles so far, with my longest ride being about 51. Tomorrow's going to be a test. So yeah, I just thought I'd throw this together just to update you guys who helped me out and sponsored me, to kind of let you know how I get on. Yeah, guys, if any of you are doing it, I hope you have a fantastic day. Although this will be well after, so I hope you had a fantastic day. And let me know how you all got on. Catch you all soon. Morning guys, we are at the halfway mark for us, which is including the ride to the start, 70 odd miles. A couple of the guys behind are on even further. They've done 77 from theirs to here, so I've got 70 miles left and they've got 77 miles left. Catch you guys later. All right guys, how are we doing? So I didn't get around to getting any more video done yesterday at the Ride London, basically because by the time we got over the finish line, it used to be years ago that at Ride London you got across the finish line and the event organisers had a great big area that you could all meet up with your sponsors and chat with fellow riders, grab a bit of food and enjoy yourself. However, this Ride London, the start was naff. We got to what we thought was the start line. We was expecting to send people off in waves. There was just a bit of music being played and the start line was just open. You just rode through. In fact, it wasn't until we were kind of up the road a few hundred meters we were like, well, hang on, was that actually the start line and is this it? So gone are the days of the old organisers organising it really well and cheering you on and getting you motivated and click, you're off. And the finish was the same. You kind of got to the end, you were told to dismount, you were given your wooden medal this year, which I suppose is very eco-conscious. Then you were told to walk up the roads a bit where you were expecting to come across to your, like I said, you know, the end where you get to talk to everyone and all the riders meet up. But they just kind of led you off into London up a road, to where then people think, well, hang on, what do I do now? So then people getting on their bikes and just riding off. There was nowhere. I don't know. I'm glad I've done it. It was a different route, but I think I'll be putting myself into different events from now on. It seems that, you know, now it's not being done by the London Marathon people. I don't know. It's just lost. It's lost a little something, which made it special before. Shame because I think everything that was going on around it. One of my friends who I was meant to be meeting, which sadly I didn't, Ryan, the man who made the mounts for the Garmin radars. You know, he had a brilliant day up there watching the race and doing the free ride around London. And he's had some fantastic photos taken. He really enjoyed himself. But the actual Ride London event itself was, I don't know, just didn't feel the same. I'm glad I'd done it. It was a long day. So in total, the group that I went out with, we'd done 142 miles because we started at Uxbridge, then rode to the beginning, rode the 100 and then rode back. We'd done 142 miles at about 16 and a half mile per average, of which, to be honest, the last, well, the beginning and the last kind of 40, well, the 20 miles to and the 20 miles back was just sprint up to a speed, traffic lights, sprint up to speed, traffic lights, sprint up to speed, traffic lights. Going between London and Uxbridge is basically almost a long straight road of just, yeah, you can just see the traffic lights. They're going to catch you out. They're going to catch you out. They're going to catch you out. They're going to get. And if you think me going on like that is a bit irritating, you want to try when you've got in your legs already 120 miles in your legs, having to accelerate up to speed to stop. Accelerate up to speed and stop. It gets a little bit annoying, and your legs start to feel it. But it was a fantastic ride. The actual Ride London bit of it, we cruised around it. We were talking the whole way. We had a few moments where we got our head down and went a little bit faster. We enjoyed the food stops. We made the most of them. And we'd done the 100 miles in 5 hours and 32 minutes, which is 18 mile an hour average. So, you know, I think we're all really chuffed with that, especially seeing as it was busy on the roads. And there was a lot of segments this year where you had to stop to let cars cross or stop to let people cross. Very different to previous years that I've done. Sadly, we came across, like previous years, a gentleman who looked like he had a heart attack at the side of the road. From what I gather, hopefully he was brought back when the ambulance crew got to him with a defib. Yeah, it's one of those events where you look and then you think, oh, you know, some people push too hard at these events, and what should be an enjoyable charity event and a great moment and fun gets taken a little bit too seriously or too hard, or people haven't prepared correctly, which, to be honest, I could afford failed to this year because I didn't realise. I thought I'd done quite a few miles. I knew I was down on miles this year, but I still thought I was kind of on my way to well over 1,000, maybe 1,500 miles. However, even with my 142 miles yesterday, I think I'm only at 880 miles for the whole year. So yeah, if you think, can I do an event like that without much prep? Apparently you can. Well, I did anyway. Yeah, so I'm mainly doing this to everyone who's supported me, people who put me up to sleep me over, people who offered to come and support me on the day. Sadly, I didn't catch hold of everyone. Absolutely big thank you to you all. You know, I hit the £500 mark for Prostate Cancer UK. That on its own made the day worthwhile because they're a very good charity that, you know, personally I've had to take advantage of in the past. So guys, thanks again. I feel, even though I've had a good 7 hours sleep last night, I feel knackered. I think it was only the 1 hour sleep the night before the ride. And then hitting the road, 3 a.m. we hit the road to get to the start of the Ride London. And yeah, so it's taken out of me today. I feel a bit weary. Been out with a dog for a good walk to stretch the legs and come home. Clean the bike chain down because that's all needed cleaned out. And the Alco gel. And here you go, one thing I learned from Ride London. I've always put my gels in my back pocket, and I've always had occasionally a couple leak and you get that crustiness. However, I think I must have put a couple gels in with more gel in than I thought left, where I hadn't squeezed them very well, and they've run out of my pocket onto my shorts. However, when I had my shower before getting in the car and driving home at Ming's house, I discovered that when the carb, oh my god, it's gone. It's completely gone. When the gels, the carbohydrate gels, the energy gels that you eat, dry in your shorts, if you have a particularly hairy bottom, beware, because before I jumped in the shower at Ming's, I quickly whipped my shorts off and I basically waxed a patch on my own arse. So there you go. Things I've learned. Always make sure you've sucked as much alcohol gel. Why do I keep saying it? It's because of work. Make sure you've sucked all the gel out of your NG sachets. I can't speak today. What a nightmare. Before you stick them in your pocket, unless of course you do want a potential homebrew wax kit for your bum. Yeah, so I'm going to leave you on that thought. Again, thank you everyone, guys. Take care. Catch you all soon.